This is a spear hunting technique where every thrust of the spear will be a disaster for the fish. Instantly, the murky and rippling water turns into a tense battle arena. And with me, the banana lieutenant as usual will accompany you for the next 8 minutes. After sharpening each part of the spearhead for a while, I rushed to the pond where the wild fish were. Before getting there, I had to wade through a river with shallow but clear water. Each side was given a sturdy wall to hold back the flow of water that could overflow at any time. After going along the river, I finally arrived at the pond I was aiming for. With a spear and flashlight in hand, I began to walk slowly, watching every movement under the surface of the pond. Boom! The first explosive sound from the spear I threw was loud enough to penetrate the surface of the water. Suddenly, the water became murky and caused a splash. In the water, the fish struggled to escape from the blow of the spear. I lifted the spear to the edge and saw a fish that was perfectly gripped by the spear. The fish struggled when the spear was released. I took it and put it in the fish bag provided.
Wow, snake headpiece.
Bisa berputih.
Oh, wow. You.
After I successfully caught the first fish, I walked back to continue searching for the fish I was targeting. I observed the ponds on the edge of the residents' houses with great patience. The water was shallow, but the ponds were a bit murky and the water was yellow. Until finally, I found my target fish again. I immediately approached it with a ready position. And bum, my spear shot again quite hard, breaking the darkness of the night. The water that was calm became choppy again, the water became murky, the fish was hit by the spear, the fish rebelled. I dragged it back to the edge. After being on the edge, I started to pull out each spearhead one by one. I put the fish back into the bag.
You.
Still on the edge of the pond, I went back along the pond with all my attention. The pond that I was exploring was filled with weeds on every side. Meanwhile, there were many twigs scattered in the pond. It was quite difficult for me to see more clearly the location of my target fish. A shadow was seen moving nimbly in front of me. Instantly, I positioned myself in the right place. And boom! Again the spear shot through the surface of the water filled with twigs. The sound was quite loud. The spear vibrated, indicating strong resistance. But again the fish was rendered helpless by my stabbing ability. Every tip of my spear stabbed so perfectly that the fish had difficulty releasing it, and the bag was filled again with the fish I caught. After the fish were put into the bag, I tried to trace the river flow where from the beginning of the journey, fish were seen running. I observed carefully every side of the river. After a few steps without finding the fish I was after, I tried to enter a narrower river. Just got there and the fish were already visible. But it was difficult to spear because it was hiding among the rocks. I decided to catch it with my bare hands.
Wow.
Slowly and carefully, the fish can be caught easily. This is a type of tilapia fish. The meat is quite tasty and delicious. This small ditch is inhabited by many wild tilapia, and I plan to continue exploring it. But this small ditch was blocked by a mass grave, so I had to pass through it. The atmosphere is cold and creepy, isn't it? The hairs on the back of my neck stood on end. But my fear paid off. When I arrived at the gutter, I immediately caught a tilapia fish. Of course with a spear that was not too hard, but hit the target right away.
Tilapia fish. Oh. You. Wow.
Biar halus oh.
Yuk. Ah. Lupa. Mana euy? Kiri euy.
After one by one the fish were successfully caught with spears and bare hands, and pond after pond had been explored, plus
Wah,
the night
tenang.
atmosphere was getting late and cold. I hurried home. The journey home was not too far,
Wow.
but my body felt tired because I was
Tuh.
carrying a heavy load in my pocket. On the way there were several fish that I caught, but I didn't have time to take pictures. And when I got home, I immediately opened my fish sack. There was no more heavy burden on my shoulders. With happiness, I opened one by one the fish I caught. The size of the fish was quite large. Oh yes, the tilapia I caught was given to my neighbor on the way home. One by one I cleaned the fish I caught. I threw away the scales. I plan to cook this fish by grilling it, because that is one of my favorite ways to serve fish, of course accompanied by delicious chili sauce and very tasty spices. And this is the fish that I have grilled. The aroma is fragrant, the meat is tender, plus the chili sauce from traditional spices picked directly from my yard. Can't wait to eat it. The aroma tempts my appetite. According to research from medical experts, this type of snakehead fish is high in omega and albumin, which are very good for treating external wounds or internal wounds. Many doctors recommend eating this fish after giving birth, especially after giving birth by cesarean section, because it is quite effective in helping wound healing. It doesn't feel like I've accompanied you for 8 minutes. For that I also immediately excuse myself. May you be entertained, may you be blessed by God. We meet again another time.
Lut.